Fox News Alert, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard releasing files pertaining to the 1968 assassination of RFK. Just moments ago, this came out public. Tulsi Gabbard joins us now. Great to see you, Madam Director.
Nice to see you, Brian.
You've taken 10,000 pages. You found them in boxes. You put them online. What can you tell us, they say, that caught you maybe by surprise or we'll find the most interesting?
Well, Brian, first of all, this came about because President Trump promised the American people that his administration would be one of maximum transparency. And one of the first things that he did when he came back into the Oval Office was issue an executive order that said we need to release all the documents that we have unredacted on the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and Martin Luther King Jr. So we did the initial release of the previously never had been unredacted documents related to President Kennedy's assassination. And what we have just released here today is 10,000 pages that have been sitting in boxes within the National Archives that had never been digitized or viewed publicly before. These are documents related to the government's investigation into the assassination, documents related to discussions that were going on in other countries, State Department cables around the assassination, and a lot of the questions and theories that were being posed throughout this investigation that I think a lot of people, most people have never seen before. The significance of this is huge. It's been nearly 60 years since Senator Kennedy was assassinated. We're obviously not stopping here. We discovered 10,000 pages at National Archives. We sent people out to hunt through different warehouses at the FBI and CIA, knowing there are likely other documents that have not yet been turned over to National Archives. And I tell you, just the other day, we discovered over 50,000 additional pages solely around Senator Kennedy's assassination that we have over 100 people at National Archives going through and scanning, and that will be the second release that we'll have here shortly.
So the Ambassador Hotel is where it took place. Sirhan Sirhan is the one serving life sentence for the murder, a Palestinian immigrant, mad apparently, of the president, of the senator and presidential candidates' loyalty to Israel. And this is what RFK Jr., who's now HHS Secretary, said in 2018. He said, I went there because I was curious and disturbed by what I had seen in the evidence. I was disturbed that the wrong person might have been convicted of killing my father. My father was the chief law enforcement officer in the country. I think it would have been disturbed him if someone was put in jail for a crime they didn't commit. And he indicated that there might have been a second gunman. You told him these documents were coming out. Did he indicate to you that he thought there might have been somebody else involved?
You know, Secretary Kennedy had the opportunity to review these documents before the release occurred. But as you point out there in his quote, he's already spent a lot of time, as you can imagine, throughout his life trying to seek the truth here. And what you'll find, and as folks go to archives.gov/RFK, they will see a number of documents that really support the questions that Secretary Kennedy has been asking for decades around who really killed his father. There, for example, was a woman who ran away from the scene of the shooting yelling, "We got him." She yelled, "We shot him. We shot him." There are other documents there. I mentioned State Department cables that showed different countries were sending messages to each other around Senator Kennedy's assassination, saying that he had been assassinated, but that was before he was actually killed. So there are a lot of different questions. I think, in my view, these documents provide the background to more questions than answers. We'll see what the next 50,000 pages brings forward.
So there was somebody who gave you threatening messages, wanted to take your life, and he's been arrested. Ali Kabar Muhammad Amin. Al-Kabar Muhammad Amin, 24 years old, from Georgia. He said to you to prepare to die, and to your husband, tell your wife basically to be loyal to Vladimir Putin and obey his orders. Your thoughts about his capture and the threat?
Well, first of all, this is a radicalized individual who started sending direct threats both to me and my husband weeks ago. He found my husband's phone number and was constantly texting him. There are well over hundreds of text messages, called him numerous times a day. Of course, he didn't answer the call, but with very, very explicit, direct threats. We know where you live. We will come after you, come after your wife, come after your family. You will be killed. And I received similar threats myself. So I want to just say thank you to the FBI and the U.S. Marshals and local law enforcement there in Georgia, who, when presented with evidence, conducted an investigation and quickly brought him in and arrested him. It has obviously stopped the threats from coming in, but these things have to be taken seriously. And again, when we look at what the tragedies our country has experienced in the past, we look at the fact that our own president had 2 assassination attempts in his life just recently. What happens when political differences turn into political violence? They have to be taken seriously.
It's hard enough to serve, but I don't have to worry about your own life at the same time. Thank goodness they got this guy. Thank you for joining us today, the Director of National Intelligence.
Thank you, Brian.
Tulsi Gabbard. Stay safe.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
নারাকি মাটিতে নারাকি পাটিতে নারাকি পালকের ঘরে নারাকি মাটিতে নারাকি পাটিতে নারাকি পালকের ঘরে শীতির সৈন্যরে রাখিব বন্ধুরে শীতির সিন্ধুরে রাখিব বন্ধুরে বিলিয়ে সম্ভরে বিলিয়ে সম্ভরে দিয়া গেলাম রে দিয়া গেলাম রে নয়নের কাজল পরাণের বন্ধুরে না দেখিলে পরাণ করে না দেখিলে পরাণ করে না দেখিলে পরাণ করে কি জ্বালাতে গান শুনি বন্ধু পরবাসী পরে ঘরে আসি এত ঘুমে কেন ধরে বন্ধু পরবাসী পরে ঘরে আসি এত ঘুমে কেন ধরে কয়লা ঘরে ধনী পোহাইল রজনী কয়লা করে ধনী পোহাইল রজনী নারাকিলে মনির ঘরে নারাকিল মনির ঘরে কি জ্বালা দিয়া গেলাম রে নয়নের কাজল পরাণের বন্ধুরে না দেখিলে পরাণ করে না দেখিলে পরাণ করে কি জানি লেখটা নারী প্রেম গেছে কিন্তু না কইরাছে বস্ত্র কষি কষি পরে নারী প্রেম গেছে কিন্তু না কইরাছে বস্ত্র কষি কষি পরে কহে আসকো হরালি সাধু বহরালি সাধু সত জানি উদাসী বানাইল মোরে উদাসী বানাইল মোরে কি জ্বালা দিয়া গেলা মোরে নয়নের কাজল পরাণের বন্ধুরে না দেখিলে পরাণ পরে না দেখিলে পরাণ পরে মুখ দিয়া গেলাম মোরে নয়নের কাজল পরাণের বন্ধুরে না দেখিলে পরাণ পরে অনেক আছে